just getting your reaction of what you know about what happened that night, if you've seen the video, just kind of running through with me everything that you kind of know that happened on November 15th.
Well, I only know what I saw in the videos, and the 911 call. It seems to me that Rajan was troubled by something that was inside his house, um, and shot at it. Um, and at the same time, the cops showed up and didn't give him a chance and shot him down. Um, and It's kind of troubling that they didn't give him an opportunity to you know um, they didn't de-escalate the situation. They just came out, guns blazing, and shot him. I think there was some confusion, obviously. You know, they came in without lights, without sirens, and then they were in the dark in a corner. If you've been there, you'll see you couldn't have seen them, coming out of that angle.
And I think one question also when talking about Raj, I asked Jonathan the same thing is, has there ever been any signs of maybe mental health problems? Or honestly, do you all believe that honestly he just thought someone might have been in his home and maybe he was just trying to protect his home?
I have never felt that he had mental health issues. I'm not aware of any mental health issues, at all. And I've known him for over 3 years. He was a business partner. He and I were going to start a business together, so we spent a lot of time together. He was always a smart guy. He's very witty. Um, he knows a lot of people. He's well connected. Um, Never have I thought that he had any mental related issues, at all. As it relate to that evening, I believe that somebody was there. Um, Something was troubling him, in that. I don't know what that is.
You're a friend, a colleague of Rod. Tell me about, I want to move to kind of talking about him. Tell me about who he was as a person. Seemed to have a big impact on a lot of people. So tell me a little bit about him.
He was a connector. He connects people. He has this ability to foster trust. He's so generous. He's the guy that would do anything for you. When we were setting up this business, he kept telling me, "Hale, all I want to make sure is that you know you succeed. You know that will make me happy," he says, and he meant it. One time, actually, I was not feeling well, and he said he brought me, a bunch of stuff. He dropped it at the door and texted me. Say, "Hey, man, I got my wife here. I got two daughters. We got plenty of stuff, so I'm good." But he ended up, bringing me, uh, cough drops and food and a soup, I believe, and things of that nature. He just was just that kind of guy. If you want to restaurant reservation in Austin. Oh yeah. Just I got that. I'll take care of it. Just call whomever. Anders at 1010 and he'll get you there. It was just that kind of gentleman that took care of people.
What could have been done better or differently, in your opinion, for this whole situation?
I think it's wrong what they've done, what that officer did, unless there are some other things that I don't see. Um, what they've done is wrong. They should have given him an opportunity to respond. Um, and he's the good guy with a gun. They knew that going into this call that they knew exactly who he was. He's the home owner. He's the he's been troubled by things around his house, and they walk in there and they shoot him. That makes no sense to me. He's not the bad guy, and they knew it, unless they made some other assumptions. I don't know what the what that could be. they should have given him an opportunity to respond to them. Had they given him 10, 15 seconds, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I am very confident of it. Rajan is not the guy that's going to disobey the police command.
And when you talk about they knew, you say, of course we hear that 911 call with that security guard who says, "Hey, I see someone. He seems
Yep.
that he's pointing a gun into his own home." But is there something that
Yep.
we didn't see? When you say they knew he was actually protecting his own home, is that through 911 calls or
911 call and the dispatch. Um, that's all I know. I don't know anything else, but that. But to me, when they drove into that house, no sirens, no lights. Clearly, they thought you know, um, it was not a big deal, or not as big of a deal, and just escalated thereafter. So not sure why they shot him down.
when it comes to what's next? Of course, I know nothing can bring Raj back, but in terms of where we go from here, what would you like to see when it comes to that officer that did shoot and kill him, or just in general? What would you like to see happen with APD next, or what would you like to see them do next?
Accountability, to me, we got to get to the bottom of this, and they got to be held accountable. Whatever that is, that's what it should be. Um, I also believe that there are a lot of implicit biases in here. And I'm sure Raj, in the way he looked and his stature, I'm sure that got baked into the sauce here. That needs to be addressed.
Al, I believe Johan kind of mentioned that you were sort of a mentor to
Yep,
Raj.
yep.
Tell me how that was, just being able to help guide him, but also sounds like he guided you a little bit on things too.
Yeah, he did. He
Tell me
did.
about that.
So, um, so I'm a little older than Raj. I've been in business, for a while. And, what I helped him with is really, around how to address some situations around, his investments, how to deal with the board. When he was opening his own business, I gave him some advice, around that. Um, he just comes and brings a 6 pack of beer usually, and we sit. And I only drink one beer, so but he leaves everything at the house, and we just chat in general about the company and where it's headed and what are the future growth opportunities, that kind of stuff. He's really worked on.
Absolutely. Well, Elle, I always end with, is there anything else you felt that I missed that you'd like to say? And if not, that's fine too. But anything else you felt that needs to be mentioned?
No, I don't think, obviously our neighborhood is a lot of fun in the last, few months.
Do you live in that neighborhood as well?
Yeah, I live 5 houses down from him. So yeah, there were being break-ins, there were being cars that were, stolen, there's a bunch of stuff we, hear about on South First and Old Turf. So I think all of us are on high alert, and in that area. COVID seems to have accelerated things. And I know he was troubled by that as well.